Hi, hello, welcome to Spell Day, where we're covering a spell every single day of the year from the 5e PHB, plus 3. Those plus 3 are homebrew spells. We're at plus 1 at the moment. You can go back in the playlist to find that. And today's spell... What? This is a spell? Giant Insect. I'm just going to place a warning for a phobia. Do you know that one SpongeBob scene? Fourth level transmutation, casting time of 1 action, range of 30 feet, components for both somatic, duration, concentration, up to 10 minutes. You transform up to 10 centipedes, 3 spiders, 5 wasps, or 1 scorpion within range into giant versions of their natural forms for the duration. A centipede becomes a giant centipede, a spider becomes a giant spider, a wasp becomes a giant wasp, and a scorpion becomes a giant scorpion. Each creature obeys your verbal commands, and in combat, they act on your turn each round. They act on your turn each round. They don't roll? The DM has the statistics for each of these creatures and resolves their actions and movement. A creature remains in its giant size for the duration until it drops to 0 hit points or until you can use an action to dismiss the effect on it. The DM might allow you to choose different targets, for example, if you transform a bee, its giant version might have the same statistics as a giant wasp. There is no upcasting. Well, now you can run Dr. Bees with some efficiency. Okay, first off, oh god, the image of so many giant centipedes going around is not fun. In fact, a lot of these images of giant bugs. But 10 minutes, 4th level hurts it a little, but 10 minutes is not bad. 30 feet as well, you can hit multiple targets within range, you don't have to be touching them. I thought you had to be touching them. 10 centipedes into giant centipedes. It's a bit limited on what you're specifically choosing because it has the stat blocks in mind, but those can hurt in the right situation. I mean, yes, late game it might begin to fall off outside of action economy, but the level you get it, 10 giant centipedes or 10 giant wasps, that might not be bad. It's not the worst. Just keep bugs on you or scorpions on you as a druid. Not that bad. Namely because you get this for 10 minutes as well. If you had this for 10 minutes with the spiders, you could make web traps. The wasps, which are now medium creatures, if you're a small-sized creature, you can actually ride on them. Cheap flying mount for a halfling druid. So I've turned around on this a little. The fact is 4th level still hurts it though. Some of the options are better than others, and this is definitely better for attacking other low-level swarms. 10 minutes is it is concentration though, which is where I go with probably the best option outside of combat is the spiders setting up webs or traps, if you can do that. They can take direct commands, and I think so. 4 out of 10 though. I think there's a reason you don't see this that often. Namely because for the class that gets this to use a concentration, it's the fact it's also concentration and 4th level. To use both of those on a spell that summons some okay options, and it also doesn't summon them. The material components are the insects. But the fact that it's okay, it's not great, it's not amazing, it's not broken for the level it's at. If anything, it's a little low for the level it's at, for still being concentration, so 4 out of 10. Maybe 3. 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10. We're going 4. I've given a bunch of other stuff 4 that's a little mediocre or too specific. This is a little more, you can still do stuff outside of combat with this, so 4.